Now someone's asked if I could do a video of how the rockers are greased on the lister, right? How it works. Well, it's very, very simple. It's a cap that screws on. That's the cap. And if you can see, it's got two prongs inside, look. And all you do, you fill it with grease and then screw it on. So we can show you that very quickly, probably. You just put a finger full of grease in it, like that. Get the air out, of course. Just like filling a grease gun, isn't it? You know, just keep putting it in, and it don't matter. We've got plenty. It's only a little tiny one, and then it'll need a wipe when it's full, like that. Just keep pressing it in, you see, until it's full. That's it. Right, and that's all there is to it. I have just given it a bit of a polish up. I'm not bringing the engine, you know, I'm not even wiping the oil off, I told you. Anyway, we'll just go and show you it going on for something to do, and I've something else to show you then. Now, I've got a bit of light on it, but trying it on that, it's too bright, you see. But right, that's it. And all it is, basically, is it screws in, it's a greaser, and it goes into the middle of the rocker shaft. There's a hole in the rocker shaft, and all you do is screw this on, and it hydraulics a bit in, you know. That's all it is. That screws on there like that, and all you do to do it is to turn it half a turn at the start of the day, and it pushes the grease into the rocker shaft. Now, but the other thing I'm going to talk about today and show you, I can turn this light out now because I'm going to have to just possibly move the camera, I'm not sure. Oh, the hole's the wrong way. Right, I've been trying to think of a way of how to dyno the engine, just for fun again, and I've thought of a way using the alternator, because this engine hasn't got enough power to drive this when it's at full capacity. So we'll go back inside and I'll tell you what I'm going to try and do. Well, I think you can read that. It's a bit funny, isn't it? I've had to turn the light out to show you. Anyway, right. I'm driving that off the flywheel, which is 13 inches. And the pulley that I'm driving is approximately 2 1/8. It's more than 2. And with it being a V-belt, it goes inside, so it's 2 and a bit. It's more than 2. So anyway, we'll call it 2 1/8. So what you do, you divide that by that, and it comes to a ratio of 6.2, approximately, right? Now, I think most people know 1 horsepower is 746 watts. We know that. So, if you take 746 watts and divide by 6.2, you get 120 watts. And at 746 times 1.5 divided by 6.2 is 180. The lister is rated at 1.5 horsepower at 700 revs. So what I'm thinking, if we run it at 500 revs, it should be about to manage 1 horsepower, right? So now I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing. I found, of all things, I'd forgotten I'd given that, but I found that switch panel, which is going to come in useful. And I want some bulbs. I asked my mate the other day for some bulbs, and he said, well, they're 25 watts, right? Well, where's the one we can read? I'm just going to put this light on again for a minute, so it'll be a bit variety for you. There's one here that you can read. Here we are. This one. You should, I think, be able to read that one if I can hold it still enough. 12 volt, 21 watts. Right. So what we've got to do, we need, if they're 20 watts, and we need 120 watts, you know, we need 6 bulbs, don't we? 520s or 100 are the were when I went to school. I can remember that bit, I can't remember much else. Anyway, I've got some bulbs. I haven't got bulb holders, but I've thought of a way around that. Right, I'm going to make it with this. I found a bit of wood. Now, the bulbs, this one, just putting them on the belt sander briefly to take the tips off, they go in that hole, see? So, it doesn't matter which way around they go, of course. So anyway, I've marked this out. I've just done one to show you, just at the start, that if we get 10 bulbs, right, because we need, well, 10 will be 200, won't it, you see? That should be sufficient, that's what I'm saying. And we've got a switch panel that I can put on at the end, so we can probably put them in twos, you know, or probably put some single ones, you know, I'll see. Anyway, and all I'm going to do is trap a bit of wire in the side of the bulb, that'll hold it in, and give it a contact on the side, and on the bottom, all I've got to do is screw a bit of aluminium strip or anything, just a metal strip, that you can connect the other wire to, you see. And it don't matter which one you're switching, of course. So anyway, it's another fun project for the lister, isn't it? As I say, it's not going to really tell us anything at all, I don't think, but we've got something else to do. Yeah, let us know what you think. If I dare read it. Anyway, so what we plan to do is, that, if you remember, the lister isn't powerful enough, geared as it is, to drive the alternator at full capacity, as I said. So, but it will do at part capacity, as you've seen. So with it battery charged up, if I run at 500 revs, if that's about 1 horsepower, and we've done if the sums are somewhere near right, they're probably not, I don't know, at 12 volt, I don't know that bit. But if we run 6 bulbs and leave it on for a while, when the battery levels out, because the battery will be powering it and it'll flatten the battery a bit, and the alternator's running, and when it gets to the point when the battery is drained and there isn't enough power going into the battery, it will stall the engine if it isn't producing enough power. I mean, that's very obvious, isn't it? But that's what the plan is anyway. Whether it will work or not, we don't know, but it's just another little fun project.